Hello and welcome to Moving Objects. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to annotate a number of different moving objects, as well as some stationary ones that could have the potential to move. If you haven't already opened up the practice exam, please follow this link here. You can also view these instructions, which are very important, right here. Let's go ahead and start the task. You can see in this task there's a number of different objects. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the brightness using this Adjust Image tab just to get a better look at all these objects. We have a couple irrelevant objects over here. Then we have two cars and the ego car. We're going to ignore the ego car since it's the car that we're in right now. And we're going to focus on these two cars right here. I'm going to start by just boxing this car. To create a box, you just click any point in the image and click another point wherever you'd like to create another edge of the polygon. I'm making sure not to include or disclude the car. I wouldn't want to disclude this small area of the car right here. So I'm going to move this back. To create additional points, just click in this blank area where the plus sign is. To adjust points, you can just move them around like this by clicking on them. So now that we have one car, we can go ahead and annotate it. You can see that the car looks to be currently driving, so it won't be parked. And I'd say that this car is not CIPV. The reason being is that the CIPV is the closest in-path vehicle for side cameras, which you can see this is a side camera, would have to be in the lane next to us. To see what camera we're using, we can click into Read Instructions. You can see this is a left repeater camera. And repeater and pillar cameras will be the side cameras, while fisheye and back cameras will be considered front or back. In the front and back cameras, the CIPV will be in the same lane, while side cameras, like this one here, the CIPV would have to be in the lane adjacent to us. So somewhere like this. Since there's no car there, there's no CIPV. Next, we'll go ahead and label this car right here. I'm careful to not disclude any part of the car, and also making sure that I box areas of the car that aren't currently visible. Now the box doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to do those two things. Now you can see that the car looks to be currently driving, so it's not currently parked. You can also see that this car is not the current in-path vehicle since it's not in this lane right here. Click no there as well. So now these boxes look alright. I'll go ahead and check in my Show Details By to see if these are actually correct. See that they're both not parked, and they're both not marked as CIPV. So that looks alright to me. If you're having trouble checking if your boxes are correct, go ahead and check using the zoom. You can zoom into the car, and then also you can use the hide key, the H key on your keyboard, to hide your annotations and get a better look through your boxes that you've already drawn. I'm going to add a point right here. And after checking a couple more times, it looks like they're all good. Here you can go ahead and submit. In this screen, you can compare your answer to the corrected version. It looks like they're more or less the same. We have created a new partial payout system to reward you for completing a task with only a small mistake. Larger mistakes will still be counted as rejected tasks, but partially corrected tasks will be paid partially.